everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another video on World of Warships. This one we're looking at the Tier 8 battleship Lenin. Battleship with a rather interesting premium skin actually, but still nonetheless it fills the gap quite nicely in regards to battleships of this design between Nelson and Izumo. Them out there, she is a lot of fun to play, but you have to be very careful with how you use your damage control teams, as you can run out of them, as they are very limited consumable on this ship. So let's get into talking about it. See if she's worth your time, worth your doubloons, worth hoping to get, depending on what way your luck is. So for our main armament, she gets 3x3 406mm guns, which will make short work of a lot of Tier 8, Tier 9 and Tier 7 ships. Not a problem. And the odd time you face a Tier 6, yeah, they can kiss their health goodbye. The main guns are pretty damn good in my opinion. They're pretty accurate. However, the reload time is pretty poor at 33 seconds. Her max range is 18.4 kilometers and maximum dispersion is 252. Her 180 degree turn time is 25 seconds, so they are fast turned. While her HE is pretty solid, it does leave some to be desired, with 68 millipen and 41% chance of fire, with 5,850 max damage. Now her AP is pretty damn good. It rivals some Tier 9 with 13,100 maximum damage per shell, and initial velocity is 793 meters per second, so not bad at all. She does have an okay secondary battery, but it's not good in any aspect. Like where they're mounted, they're not really going to be good. Maybe alert you to sneaky destroyer or something like that come behind you, but for secondaries get 6x dual 100 and 4x triple 152s. So not too bad, but pretty pointless in where they're located. For airstrike, you get 2 attack flights of BE6s, each dropping 2 bombs with 4,200 max damage per bomb. Max range 10k, HP is 2,000, so pretty standard in regards to its airstrike. Its AA defenses they're okay. They're not the best, they're not the worst. It is 10x dual 37s, 8x quad 37s, 6x dual 100mm. So continuous is 244 damage. Damage by shell explosions is 1,397. Fire range 5.8 and max priority sector reinforcement is 35%. So it's not too bad at all. Maximum speed is 28.5 knots, turning circle radius 840, and rudder shift time 13.5 seconds, which is really good, as it means it can help in a lot of ways deal with tanking properly. As to be truthful with you, if you can get all 3 guns on, you're probably not angled enough. So that rudder shift time will let you angle a lot more quicker. Concealment is pretty standard, 14.5 by sea, 9.9, well 0 to 9.9 by subs, 9 by air, and 2 by the sure detectability. So not bad at all. She plays a lot like the Nelson and Izumo in my personal opinion. She does have the better grace of all of them facing forward like Nelson and not one facing rear like Izumo. She does have an above water citadel, but she does have 100 mil of strip armor protecting it. So as long as you angle correctly, you'll be able to defeat most shells. She is extremely formidable due to this, especially with all her guns facing forward. Her firing angles they're excellent. But with that, let's round up the pros and the cons of this ship. 360 degree B turret, so it's not too bad when you want the kite, so that is pretty handy that way. The firing angles are very good. 27 degrees off the bar and you get all 3 on, but 27 degrees not the best angle to be at, but you can't be bad, especially considering the fact that the gun handling and base turret at first speed is 6 degrees per second, and your rudder shift time is 13.5. You can really fire and angle quite quickly, and you can get her reasonably stealthy as well with, I think it's max concealment 13.1. Now you do have the fast recharging damage control. However, they do run out, so you do need to manage them properly. Her 100mm icebreaker bar can help mitigate overmatch from Yamato Musashi, which isn't too bad at all, and she can be quite resistant to high explosive due to this and her thicker deck armor. Now, in regards to penetration, a lot of people would say that it does feel like her penetration capacity is inferior to some ships such as Nagato or even West Virginia. However, I definitely don't feel the issue due to the fact they are very accurate guns. However, you can come up against vessels that you will struggle to penetrate, such as Grosser Kurfürst or something like that. Or Moskva. Moskva angled is a fucking nightmare to deal with. Now, her AA defense leaves a lot to be desired in every aspect. It's not the worst and it's not the best, but it leaves a lot to be desired, especially against tier 10 carriers, some tier 8 carriers, which can be pretty potent. Above water citadel is very vulnerable if you don't angle properly, even from front. So you need to angle properly or you're going to get punished. And the fact you can run our damage control very quickly if not utilized. So for the charges, you get 4 charges for your damage control, 3 repair parties, and 3 catapult fighters, which are pretty handy to have. For optimal configuration, it is recommended main armaments 1, damage control system mod 1, aiming systems modification 1, damage control system modification 2, and concealment systems modification 1. Definitely the biggest recommendations for it. For your first skill point, emergency repair specialist, 100%. That is my choice. Grease the gears as well for your second, and if you have the spare points for number 2 and you want to, priority target. Very excellent one to have. Your super heavy AP shells, 7.5%. It is handy. It's not necessary, but it is handy. Adrenaline rush, definitely go for adrenaline rush or basic survivability. Personally speaking, adrenaline rush is a very good one to have on the ship. Now, it's a tough one on what way you want to build it. You can go for concealment expert or fire prevention expert, or if you really want to, go for emergency repair expert. But personally speaking, I would go for 100% go for emergency repair expert. Now, close quarters combat is pretty good, minus 10% in regards to like your reload speed. It's definitely handy to have. It does knock just over 3.5 seconds off the guns, but it's not really useful as you really want to be sitting in mid-range with this vessel. So, with that everyone, let's have a wee look quickly at what flags would be recommended. Definitely the prevent detonation Juliet Charlie from the odd chance. 100% always bring a Juliet Charlie. India Yankee. November Echo set 7 to reinforce your AA even slightly. Sierra Mike to give it a wee bit more speed. November Foxtrot. And India Delta, definitely big ones to have. So is she worth it? 100%. She is unique and fun to play. I've loved this ship since I got her, and she's good crack to play. She can hit hard, she can move. And what's not the love at this glorious Russian vessel and the most showy camouflage ever? She is fun to play and enjoyable. Now, is she competitive? No, not really. But she is good crack to play. She's not the meta, but she's good fun to play. And it's definitely a challenge. One ship I do love to play. Anyways, with everyone, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I shall hopefully see you in game. Also, if you haven't as well, please do join us on Twitch and on Discord as we're trying to build a more and more active community. Anyways, with that everyone, thanks again for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in game.